Line up with math, which we're going to be talking to you about today, obviously, is a problem-based activity for learning. And the activity that's based on is air traffic control. And we're going to show you how the real math that controllers use is also the real math that middle school students have to know and can use. So we'd like to start off by just introducing you to air traffic control and showing you how interesting it can be. The skies are pretty busy, as all of you know, but you really don't have a good feeling for how busy they are until you see all the flights in the US in one day across the map condensed down into a 2-minute animation. So this animation is going to move pretty quickly. It'll give you a wonderful feeling for what air traffic controllers have to do. So here we go with the video.
Welcome to a day in the life of air traffic over the U.S. We start by looking at the air traffic at 7 p.m. East Coast time. You can see that the airspace is populated with aircraft across the country. Before long, the skies gradually begin to clear. Most of the remaining flights are the red-eyes, headed east. Watch Memphis and Louisville. Around 4 a.m., FedEx and UPS send out their packages. Then the East Coast wakes up. The wave of traffic works its way west across the time zones. The number of aircraft in the sky peaks at about 5,000. Altogether, there are roughly 40,000 commercial domestic flights per day, providing service to over 2 million passengers.
Wasn't that amazing? I mean, it's the number of flights and how fast they build up and move across the country. It's amazing. And students really find this incredibly engaging. And they understand what the basic problem is. Why aren't these planes flying into one another? How does it work? They think that pilots look out the window, but we of course know they don't do that. Air traffic controllers do this. And so that's what Smart Skies is all about. What we're going to do is students are going to learn how to make math-based decisions in air traffic control, and they're going to use a very neat air traffic control simulator that we have. It's actually a simulator of a specific sector of the real airspace. And what they get to do is they act as air traffic controllers. And on one hand, they're going to use the simulator, but on the other hand, they're going to have to use math. Because what they need to do is change the plane's routes and speeds so they don't get too close together. You saw how crowded the airspace was. But also so that they get there on time. That's the challenge of air traffic control. So what I'd like to do next is I'd like to just show you an overview of kind of the materials and some of the other parts of our program before we get into the details. The first thing is there's a free set of classroom materials. That's the simulator which you've seen with dozens and dozens of problems. There's student workbooks. There's many more videos, as you will see in this activity that we're going to do with you here today. And there's a full set of full suite of teacher materials that support you with everything that you should need to. The other thing that we're very proud of, as Miriam likes to say, because she did it, is that we're aligned to the math standards of all 50 states. It was quite a job, and she'll tell you a little bit about that later. Proportional reasoning is one of the prime standards that the students will need to know in distance rate time problems, problem solving, and decision making.